Man 945 here. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be making a Minecraft structures tier list. Yeah, I mean, pretty self-explanatory to me. We have goated, great, good, mid, bad, and terrible. Um, we're starting off middle with a goated one. That's villages. I don't know if this really needs that much explanation because it's after 1.14 with my updates tier list. I put that very high for a reason. Um with my updates tier list, you know, that completely changed villages for the better. Even before 1.14, I still quite liked the villages. Although they're made infinitely better after that update. Um, and yeah, I think they're really damn good. I mean, they're fucking villages. I think they're iconic. Um, they kind of, you know, I don't really know what to say as much necessarily. Now, I do see we have the different variants of villages, so I will rank those um separately as we go on. But yeah, I mean villages are just goaded because they give you so much fucking stuff and they're iconic as hell. Um Mine shafts I think are a good structure. I think there's some cool stuff that you can get in there. It's always kind of fun to come across one. Um, my one hindrance with um mine shafts is just the fact that it can sometimes be a little bit annoying to explore. Other than that, they're quite good. Um, Amethyst geodes, they're rare, but I do think they're quite cool. Um, I just think they look really nice, and they're a nice feature of caves. Um, and what? I'll be so real. I don't really know why this end gateway is considered its own structure. That does not make any sense to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just using to change this to boring. um, Igloos. I think igloos are very mid. Um, they're like it's kind of like that thing when you run across them. It's like, oh, that's there. But I never really get excited about seeing an igloo. Because there is the chance that not all of them generate with the cool underground bit, but for what they are, I think that they're cool. Um, I'm gonna rank all the Bastion variants together because, to be honest, I don't really have that much experience. In fact, I don't think I've ever actually explored Bastion in survival. But I think the designs are all really cool, and I like the idea behind it. Um, Fossil is so boring. Um, it's like a much less interesting version of a um of a amethyst geode in my opinion because I'm gonna look this up. Are fossils rarer than amethyst in Minecraft? I should probably specify that. Oh, okay, they're not rarer than okay. I was gonna say if if ooh if if um fossils were more rare than amethyst geodes, I was about right. Fossils are just so fucking boring. There's like nothing to them. Desert temples I think are great because I really like the design and the loot that they can give you is really good. Um, Now if we're ranking both kinds of mine shafts, I'm gonna put the Mesa one up in great because I think it is cooler and it's easier to explore due to being more surface exposed. Um, End tower, I mean, that's just kind of mid. I don't really know why that's considered its own separate structure. And in fact, I'm gonna do the same thing with the end gateway. End cities, I think end cities are great structures. In fact, you know what? No, they're goat. They are goated structures. Um, I have so much nostalgia with entering end cities in both survival and creative mode when 1.9 came out, and I think that they are such a cool addition. It adds a lot to the end, and there's so much that you can. There's a lot of like insanely good loot that you can get in those things. Desert Well, fucking terrible. That does not need any other explanation. I'm gonna rank all the Ruined Portal variants together because I feel about the same on them. Okay, sorry for the pause. I had to go get some water. I was kind of thirsty. So Nether for I okay, well, this thing first. To be honest, I have no idea what this really is. I can't really tell what this is supposed to be. So I'm not going to rank it because okay. Nether ruined nether portals. These are cool. I think that these are a cool addition that I think they're actually a really cool addition that can give you some great loot, and it's just like an interesting detail to find. I'm gonna put them on great to be honest. Um, Dungeon goaded structure. This is like one of the earliest Minecraft structures. Let me fact check this. When were dungeons added to Minecraft? Uh, that's not what I was looking for. Um, oh yeah, June 2010. Yeah, yeah, they're one of the earliest Minecraft structures, if not the earliest. Um, I think that dungeons are just extremely iconic structures, but also I will never get tired of running across one of these randomly in a cave. I think it's one of the most fun experiences of cave exploring. Um, Especially in the smaller caves pre 1.18. So yeah, I love dungeons. Um, Jungle Temple, I gotta be so real, Jungle Temple is mid. And the main reason that it's mid is because just it's so it had so much potential. Honestly, like the thing that really drags jungle temples down for me because I think they can have some cool loot and some and I like the idea of the scraps and whatnot, even if they are incredibly easy to avoid, and the puzzle is just you break the block instead of doing that lever thing. Um, I think they're cool ideas. What really brings the Jungle Temple down for me is the rarity of it because it is way more rare than like a desert temple, which has the same kind of purpose in mind. It's like a temple-like structure for a specific biome, but um, it's just it is way, way more rare, and it doesn't really make any sense as to why. Um, because sometimes it gives you pretty consistently like worse loot than a desert temple. At least it's what I've kind of found some of my experiences. I'm not gonna, it's not a boring structure. It's just like it needs to be like twice as more common than it is currently. Um, I mean, and well, I mean, like if we're counting this as a separate structure, I gotta say it's goaded, right? Like, I mean, it's the thing that you fight the Ender Dragon on. Nether Fortress, I think a Nether Fortress is a good structure. Because I think that they are all very, very cool looking. I've always really liked the design. Nether brick is one of my favorite blocks. Um, the only big negative about Nether Fortress is they can be incredibly mazy to navigate. Um, so oak and acacia villages, as we kind of discussed earlier, those go in goated tier. Spruce villages, I'm gonna say are good, and desert villages, I'm gonna say are great if we have to kind of rank the specific variants. Pillager towers, I think, are very mid. Um, I love the idea of pillager raids, and I think the design is cool, but pillager outpost for how much danger you get put in by trying to raid one of these, they seriously need better loot. Um, I'm gonna get a lot of flack. Um, so design wise, ocean temples are one of the coolest in the game. So why are they in terrible, you might be asking? Because I fucking hate them. I hate I hate trying to explore them. I hate having to like sail around them because Elder Guardians suck ass and Guardians normal ones are really annoying. I don't like it. I really don't. I don't think I ever will like Ocean Minded, to be honest. Um Also I think with Ocean Temples, like for how cool they look, I feel like they always feel so hollow inside. Like there isn't very many interesting things going on inside the um temple itself. Um Stronghold gotta go and go to tier. Um I really like shipwrecks. I think that they are very fun to cut across. They can have some great loot and they can lead to buried treasure, which it provides even more loot. Um, and I think they're a really fun detail of the ocean. Um, so are these the um like the archaeology dig site variants or something? I mean, I don't know. I think archaeology is a kind of semi-interesting idea, but I think archaeology had the potential to be a much cooler idea, but it wasn't implemented very well or given enough like features of its own to make it a cool feature by itself. Um, Woodland Mansions, I think, are great. I absolutely love the design of them. One of my favorite like structure designs in the whole game. Um, I really like the mobs that spawn in it and just like the general aesthetic, and they're very fun to explore. Um, oh boy, OG Spruce Villages. Hmm. Kind of mid. I can't lie. Like of all the OG village types, because I'm assuming that's what this is referring to, because this is like the snow biome village, and this is like the different version that they got rid of. I think they're okay. But nothing crazy. Trial chambers. So I have never seen a trial chamber in survival Minecraft. I don't know if they're like exceptionally rare, but I have just never seen one. But from what I've like seen screenshots of, I think that they look cool. I'm gonna put them in good structure. I don't really know why there's a chest here. Um, Witches' huts are incredibly lame because they only have like one witch in them and they're just extremely boring and they don't even have any loot in them. Um, Ancient cities, I think, are kind of mid, and that's mostly because I'm not really a fan of the Warden. Um, but yeah, that's the Minecraft structures tier list. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.